In this video, we'll guide you through the steps to calibrate and operate the AT500 Fully Automated Loss and Weight seed treater using the V2 interface. Before we get into calibration, let's take a quick tour of the navigation bar and the various screens you'll see. The AT500 interface features a navigation bar with several key options. Each of these screens serves a different purpose in operating and managing the seed treater. Let's go over each one. The main screen gives you an overview of the current status of all system motors and electrical devices. From here, you can see real-time data like the treater status, flow rates, and motor operations. You'll use this screen to monitor seed treatment progress and make quick adjustments. The treater HOA screen lets you control each part of the treater, like the loss and weight actuator, the atomizer, and the auger. You can set each device to hand or manual, off, or auto, allowing for manual or automatic operation during a run. Also, the auger is reversible. To reverse it, toggle the setting to off, then tap Rev once full rotation has stopped. Similar to the treater HOA, the ingredient HOA screen provides manual control of the pumps for chemical ingredients. Each row represents a pump stand and the ingredients inside it. You'll use this screen for pump calibration and troubleshooting during the run. You can also access any auxiliary controls here, like if you connect a dry additive feeder or additional pump stand. After a seed treatment run, you can access the report screen to review details of the process. This screen shows seed totals, flow rates, ingredient usage, and any auxiliary control information. You can also search for reports by tapping the Find Name box and print reports if a printer is connected. The customer screen allows you to manage customer profiles. You can add, edit, or delete customer information here. These profiles can then be assigned to specific seed treatment runs. In the ingredient screen, you can manage the chemicals and ingredients used for seed treatment. You can create new ingredients or edit existing ones and assign them to the appropriate pumps. The seed profile screen is where you manage different types of seeds. You can calibrate the system to handle varying seed sizes by adjusting the gate position and flow rates for each profile. Recipes are combinations of ingredients used in the treatment process. On the recipe screen, you can create or edit a recipe by selecting specific ingredients and assigning them to the pumps. The event screen keeps track of system alarms and messages. You can review active and archived events here, silence alarms, or reset conditions as needed. Finally, the settings screen allows you to configure various system parameters like start and stop delays, calibration settings, and auxiliary controls. Now, let's create a new customer profile. Press the Customers button from the navigation bar. Press New to add a new customer. Then, enter customer information. You can enter any info, such as farm name, contact details, and address. This will allow you to easily assign seed treatment jobs to your customers and track their orders over time. Press Save to store the customer profile. Let's walk through how to enter ingredients into the system, both wet and dry, so they can be used in your seed treatment recipes. Press the Ingredients button from the navigation bar. Press New to create a new ingredient. In this example, we'll be adding Encompass FI Azo seed treatment. Enter the ingredient name as Encompass FI Azo. Set the application type to wet fluid ounces. Press Save to store the ingredient. We will also add Surpass as the inoculant. Enter the ingredient name as Surpass. You can also add dry ingredients like polymers or lubricants. Here, we'll add Fluidius Dry Powder, and we'll toggle the application type to dry ounces. To create or update a seed profile, press Seed Profiles from the navigation bar. Tap Blank, then New, then type in your bean variety. For example, we'll do Pioneer 123XYZ. I also like to type in the seed per pound weight in the title, so we'll say 2750 seeds per pound. Enter the seeds per unit. Soybeans is always 140,000, corn is 80,000. Next, input the number of seeds per pound, so 2750 here. Press Save to store the new seed profile. You can create up to 500 seed profiles in this section. Once saved, these profiles can be selected for future seed treatment runs. Next, we'll enter a seed treatment recipe. Press the Recipes button from the navigation bar. In this example, we'll use Encompass FI Azo plus Surpass as the recipe. Click Blank, then press New to create a new recipe and type it in. Then enter your ingredients. Click Ingredient 1, then select the appropriate item from the list. Then tap to add the application rate. For FI Azo, that's 3.9 ounces per hundredweight. Note, if you are treating by seed count unit, you can tap the box to toggle it to ounces per seed count unit. If you do this, be sure to change your application rate accordingly by cutting it in half. Add your second ingredient by tapping the next box down, selecting Surpass, and typing in the application rate. Press Save to store the recipe. Before we treat seed, we'll have to input our customer, seed, and recipe information and assign each ingredient to our pump stands. Back on the main screen, click the Run Setup button. Tap to input your customer, then input your seed profile. Then select the recipe. Click the Pump Assignment button, then assign Pump 1 to your treatment and Pump 2 to your inoculant. Next, enter your target seed rate. For soybeans, UAS recommends treating 700 to 800 pounds per minute. For corn, we recommend 500 to 600 pounds per minute. Lastly, in device settings, you can set start and stop delays. For example, you can set a 15-second stop delay on your auger so it continues to circulate out the remaining beans after shutdown. Now you're ready to calibrate your pumps and get treating. The last step before treating seed, calibrating your pump stands. You'll use the ingredient HOA and pump calibration screens to ensure that your pumps are dispensing the correct amounts of seed treatment and inoculant. First, go to the ingredient HOA screen and place your pump stands in auto mode. This ensures that the system can automatically control the pumps during the calibration process. Next, head over to the pump calibration screen. Select pump 1 and set the calibration runtime for 60 seconds. Hold the Hold to jog the pump motor button to prime the pump and get the product flowing to the calibration tube. Once the product starts coming out, release the button, dump any residual product back, and press Start Calibration. After 60 seconds, the pump will stop and will measure the amount of treatment collected in our calibration jug. Enter this value into the calibration tube total field. If the number differs from the calculated pump total, the system will suggest a new ratio. Tap Apply New Ratio to finalize the calibration. To ensure accurate calibration, repeat this process for pump 1. Once you're satisfied with the results, move on to pump 2 and calibrate your inoculant. Once your pump stands are calibrated, return to the Ingredient HOA tab. Switch the valves on your pump stand to Process and tap Prime to Atomizer on the treater screen. This will turn on both pumps and fill the lines with product, readying the system for seed treatment. As both pumps turn on, you'll hear a slight spraying sound in the atomizer and may see some drips beneath the auger. This is normal. It indicates that the product has reached the atomizer and you're ready to start treating the seed. To begin treating, on the main screen, tap Run Setup. Ensure your values are input correctly. Open the slide gate to your Pro Box, press Start, and you will be treating.